Time is one of the greatest gifts we have. Once it's gone, we can't get it back. Too often, we waste time on things that don't matter, dwelling on the past, waiting for the perfect moment, procrastinating on our dreams. We put off the things we know we should be doing, thinking we have all the time in the world. But the truth is, time is precious. Every second is an opportunity to grow, to move forward, and to step into the life we were meant to live. Think about how much time we waste worrying about what people think, worrying about things that may never happen. We waste time replaying past mistakes, holding on to offenses, staying in situations that no longer serve us. But life is too short to live stuck. If something is draining your energy, if it's stealing your peace, it's time to let it go. Some people say, one day I'll start that business. One day I'll write that book. One day I'll change. But one day turns into someday, and someday turns into never. Don't let another year pass with the same excuses, the same regrets, the same what ifs. Your time is now. There will never be a perfect moment. There will never be a time when you have no doubts, no fears, no challenges. But if you wait until everything lines up, you'll spend your whole life waiting instead of living. You have dreams inside of you, gifts that were meant to be shared. Stop wasting time on distractions, on negativity, on relationships that hold you back. Start investing your time in what moves you forward. Every small step in the right direction brings you closer to the life you were created for. So today, make the decision. No more wasted time. No more waiting for the right moment. No more living in fear, regret, or hesitation. Step out, move forward. Do it now. Because your future is too important, your purpose is too great, and your time is too valuable to waste another second. Time is the most valuable resource you have. Unlike money, you can't earn more of it. Unlike possessions, you can't replace it once it's gone. Every second that passes is a moment you will never get back. That's why it's so important to use your time wisely, to be intentional about how you spend it, and to make sure you're investing it in things that truly matter. Too many people live as if they have all the time in the world. They put off their dreams, delay making important changes, and assume that one day they'll get around to it. But days turn into weeks, weeks into months, and before they know it, years have passed without any real progress. Regret is one of the heaviest burdens to carry, the pain of looking back and realizing that so much time was wasted on things that didn't add value, didn't bring joy, or didn't move them forward. Think about how much time we waste worrying about things that never even happen. We replay conversations in our minds, stress over things outside our control, and allow fear to keep us from stepping into opportunities. Worry doesn't change anything, it just drains us. Instead of wasting time on fear, imagine what would happen if we used that time to take action, to build, to grow, to step into our purpose. We also waste time on distractions, things that steal our focus but don't add value to our lives. Endless scrolling on social media, getting caught up in negativity, staying in toxic situations, all of these rob us of time that could be spent becoming better, stronger, and more fulfilled. When we don't guard our time, it slips away, leaving us feeling unproductive and stuck. It's easy to say, I'll do it tomorrow. But what if tomorrow never comes? What if the opportunity you keep putting off is the very thing that could change your life? Every moment you hesitate is a moment you could have been moving forward. There is power in urgency. Not in being rushed, but in understanding that you don't have forever. When you start treating time as the valuable gift it is, you begin to live with intention, purpose, and passion. You weren't given life just to exist, to go through the motions, or to waste your days on things that don't matter. You were given life to grow, to impact others, to fulfill your purpose. Every second, every minute, every hour is an opportunity to move toward the life you were created for. Make the most of it. The past is over. No matter how much time you spend thinking about it, you can't go back and change what happened. Yet so many people live trapped in yesterday, replaying mistakes, reliving disappointments, holding on to things that no longer serve them. They let past failures define their future, and they waste precious time dwelling on things they cannot undo. But life was never meant to be lived looking backward. If you want to move forward, you have to let go of the past. Maybe you made mistakes, big ones. Maybe you wish you had taken a different path, made better choices, or avoided certain people. But the reality is, we all have things we wish we could change. The good news is, your past does not determine your future. What happened then does not have to stop what's ahead of you. You are not your mistakes. You are not your failures. You are not what happened to you. You are a person who can grow, learn, and step into something new. One of the biggest traps is regret. It whispers, if only I had done things differently. If only I had said something else. If only I had taken that opportunity. But if only thinking is a thief, it steals your peace, your energy, and your ability to move forward. The truth is, you can't change the past, but you can change how you respond to it. Instead of reliving the pain, choose to take the lesson and grow from it. Some people hold on to past hurts. Maybe someone betrayed you, walked away, or treated you unfairly. You keep replaying what they did, thinking about how wrong it was. But the more you hold on to it, the more power it has over you. Carrying bitterness and resentment only weighs you down. Forgiveness isn't about saying what they did was okay. It's about setting yourself free. You also have to let go of past successes. Sometimes people get stuck in a season that's already over. They keep talking about what used to be, how great things were, how they once had momentum. But you can't move into the next level of your life if you're holding on to an old chapter. The best days of your life are not behind you, they're still ahead of you. Imagine trying to drive a car while only looking in the rearview mirror. You wouldn't get very far and you'd probably crash. That's exactly what happens when you live focused on the past. You were meant to move forward, to step into greater things, to grow beyond where you've been. So make the decision today. I'm done dwelling on the past. I'm done wasting time on things I can't change. I choose to release, to forgive, to grow, and to step boldly into my future. Because where you're going is far greater than where you've been. Your time is now. Don't let yesterday keep you from the blessings of today. Distractions are one of the biggest things that keep people from reaching their potential. They pull your focus away from what truly matters and cause you to waste time on things that don't add value to your life. You have a purpose, you have dreams, but if you're constantly distracted, you'll never reach the level you were meant to be at. If you want to move forward, you have to let go of distractions. Some distractions are obvious, things like endless scrolling on social media, binge watching TV, or spending hours on things that don't contribute to your growth. It's easy to get caught up in things that feel urgent but aren't truly important. Have you ever noticed how quickly time slips away when you're caught up in something meaningless? Before you know it, hours have passed and you're no closer to your goals. That's the danger of distractions. They steal your time without you even realizing it. But not all distractions are so obvious. Sometimes distractions come in the form of people. People who pull you away from your purpose, who drain your energy, or who keep you stuck in a negative mindset. Not everyone around you is pushing you forward. Some people are distractions disguised as friendships. If you're spending all your time trying to please people, trying to fit in, or trying to keep toxic relationships alive, you're wasting valuable energy that could be used to build the life you're meant to live. Then there are the internal distractions, the thoughts that pull you away from what you should be focusing on, worrying about the future, dwelling on the past, overthinking every decision. These things take up mental space and keep you from taking action. If your mind is constantly distracted, you won't have the clarity or energy to move forward. You have to guard your focus, because whatever you give your attention to will shape your life. Think about an athlete training for a championship. They don't waste time on things that don't help them win. They don't let distractions pull them away from their goal. They stay disciplined, they stay focused, and they remove anything that slows them down. If you want to step into your purpose, you have to do the same. It's time to take a look at your life and ask, what's distracting me from my goals? What's taking up my time but not helping me grow? What's keeping me stuck instead of moving me forward? Once you identify those distractions, make a choice to let them go. Your future is too important, your time is too valuable, and your purpose is too great to waste it on things that don't matter. Make the decision today to stay focused, to stay committed, and to remove anything that keeps you from your best life. Because the moment you let go of distractions is the moment you step into a new level of success, clarity, and purpose. Stay focused, your destiny is waiting. How many times have you said, I'll do it when the time is right. I'll start that business when I have more experience. I'll pursue my dream when I have more money. I'll make a change when I feel ready. But the truth is, if you keep waiting for the perfect moment, you'll be waiting forever. There will never be a time when everything lines up perfectly. There will always be challenges, always be uncertainties, always be reasons to put it off. But if you keep making excuses, if you keep waiting until you feel ready, you'll wake up years from now still stuck in the same place, still talking about what you could have done, should have done, wish you had done. The people who accomplish great things aren't the ones who had a perfect path. They're the ones who took action despite the imperfections. They stepped out when they didn't have all the answers. They started when they didn't feel ready. They took risks, made mistakes, learned along the way, and kept moving forward. That's the mindset you need. Maybe you've been waiting for a sign. Maybe you've been waiting for everything to feel easy. But sometimes the sign you're waiting for is simply the fact that you can't stop thinking about it. That dream inside you, that vision, that idea, it's there for a reason. It's time to stop waiting and start doing. Think about a seed. If you hold on to it, waiting for perfect conditions to plant it, it will never grow. But if you plant it even in imperfect soil, it has a chance to take root, to grow, to flourish. Your dreams work the same way. If you keep holding on, waiting for the ideal time, you'll never see them come to life. But if you take action now, even in uncertain conditions, even with fear in your heart, you give yourself a chance to grow into something greater. Stop waiting for confidence to come before you move. Confidence comes from action. Stop waiting for fear to disappear before you step out. Courage isn't the absence of fear, it's moving forward in spite of it. Stop waiting for conditions to be perfect. Perfection is an illusion, but progress is real. This is your time. This is your moment. Not tomorrow, not someday. Now, take the step. Make the move. Start where you are with what you have and watch how things begin to shift in your favor. Because the only thing standing between you and your destiny is the belief that you have to wait. You don't. Your time is now. Dreams don't come to life just because you wish for them. They don't happen by accident, and they don't fall into place without effort. Dreams require action. You can have the biggest vision, the greatest ideas, and all the potential in the world, but if you never take action, nothing will change. Too many people live with unfulfilled dreams, not because they weren't capable, not because they weren't talented, but because they never started. They kept waiting for the right time. They let fear hold them back. They talked about their dreams, thought about their dreams, but never stepped out in faith to pursue them. Don't let that be your story. You weren't given a dream just to sit on it. That idea inside of you, it was placed there for a reason. That business, that book, that invention, that calling, it's not just a passing thought. It's part of your purpose. But if you don't act on it, if you don't move toward it, you'll never see it become reality. Some people say, but what if I fail? What if you don't? What if you step out and find that you were more capable than you ever imagined? What if the doors that seem closed suddenly start opening? You won't know until you try. Fear of failure keeps more people stuck than actual failure ever does. Because the truth is, failure isn't the enemy. Inaction is. If you try and it doesn't work, you learn, you adjust, you grow. But if you never take action, you'll always wonder what could have been. Taking action doesn't mean you have to have it all figured out. It doesn't mean you have to know every step of the journey. All you need to do is start. Take the first step. Do what you can with what you have and trust that as you move forward, the path will unfold. Think about this. The most successful people in the world aren't necessarily the most talented or the most gifted. They are the ones who took action when others hesitated. They didn't let fear stop them. They didn't wait for the perfect moment. They started when they were unsure, when they felt unprepared, and they figured it out along the way. Your dream is worth pursuing. Your vision is worth fighting for. You have everything you need to begin. Now it's up to you to take action. Stop waiting, stop second guessing, stop making excuses. Step out, move forward, and take action on your dreams today. Because the only thing standing between you and your destiny is the decision to start. Worry is one of the biggest thieves of joy. It drains your energy, steals your peace, and keeps you stuck in a cycle of fear and overthinking. The truth is, your ability to enjoy the present moment. How many times have you wasted hours, days, or even years worrying about things that never even happened? How much time have you spent playing out worst-case scenarios in your mind, stressing over things you couldn't control? Worry keeps you trapped in a life of hesitation, doubt, and anxiety, when you were meant to live with freedom, peace, and confidence. The problem with worry is that it tricks you into thinking you're being productive. You feel like you're preparing, like you're being responsible by thinking through every possibility. But in reality, worry doesn't solve problems, it only magnifies them. It doesn't protect you from difficulty, it only robs you of peace. Think about it. If worrying could fix things, we'd all have perfect lives. But the truth is, worrying doesn't open doors, worrying doesn't create opportunities, and worrying doesn't change the outcome. What changes things is action. Instead of worrying about what could go wrong, start focusing on what could go right. Instead of letting fear hold you back, step forward in faith. Instead of dwelling on problems, start looking for solutions. Some people are so consumed with worry that they miss the beauty of life happening around them. They miss moments with loved ones because their mind is somewhere else. They miss opportunities because they're too afraid to take a risk. They let worry steal the joy of today because they're too focused on the uncertainty of tomorrow. But here's the truth. Life is too short to spend it worrying. You have one life to live, and every second spent in fear is a second you'll never get back. The things you're stressing about today may not even matter a year from now. Instead of wasting time worrying, use that time to grow, to learn, to take action, to enjoy the life you've been given. Make the decision today. I refuse to let worry control my life. I choose to trust, to move forward, to embrace joy. Because when you stop worrying, you make room for peace. When you stop stressing, you make room for happiness. When you let go of fear, you make room for a life filled with purpose, passion, and excitement. So worry less, live more. Your best days are ahead of you. Who you surround yourself with matters more than you think. The people in your life are either lifting you up or pulling you down, pushing you forward or holding you back. If you want to live a life of purpose, you have to surround yourself with purpose-driven people. Too many people stay in circles that keep them stuck. They spend time with complainers, doubters, and people who have no vision for their future. And without even realizing it, they start to absorb that same mindset. If you're constantly around negativity, it's only a matter of time before it starts affecting you. If you're always listening to voices that tell you what can't be done, you'll start believing that your dreams are impossible. But when you surround yourself with people who are passionate, focused, and determined to fulfill their purpose, something powerful happens. Their energy fuels you. Their mindset inspires you. Their drive challenges you to reach higher. You start to believe bigger, dream bigger, and take action on the things you were meant to do. Think about a fire. If you place a burning log next to a pile of cold wood, eventually that fire will go out. But if you surround it with other flames, the fire will grow stronger, burning brighter than ever. The same is true for your life. If you're surrounded by people who lack vision, your fire will fade. But if you're connected to people who are passionate, motivated, and moving forward, you'll stay on fire for your dreams. You need people in your life who challenge you, who stretch you, who hold you accountable to becoming the best version of yourself. People who speak life into you, who remind you of your purpose when you feel like giving up. The right people will call out the greatness inside of you. They'll push you when you feel like quitting, encourage you when you're discouraged, and celebrate your victories when you win. This doesn't mean you have to cut everyone off, but you do need to be intentional about who has influence in your life. Are the people around you helping you grow? Are they inspiring you to reach higher? Are they speaking life, faith, and encouragement into your future? If not, it may be time to make a change. You were created for something greater, but you can't reach that next level alone. Get around people who are going places. Get connected to mentors, leaders, and dreamers who challenge you to be better. Because when you surround yourself with purpose-driven people, you'll start living with more passion, more direction, and more fire than ever before. Your future is too important to waste time in the wrong environment. Get around the right people and step into your destiny. If you want to go higher, you have to invest in growth. Success doesn't happen by accident. You don't wake up one day and suddenly reach your full potential. Growth is intentional. It takes effort, discipline, and a willingness to invest in yourself every single day. Too many people stay stuck in the same place year after year because they never make personal growth a priority. They have dreams, they have goals, but they don't take the time to develop the skills, the mindset, and the discipline needed to achieve them. You can't stay at the same level and expect different results. If you want to go further, you have to grow further. Growth isn't just about learning new things. It's about challenging yourself to become better. It's about pushing beyond what's comfortable, stepping out of your routine and making choices that stretch you. The people who succeed in life aren't always the smartest or the most talented. They're the ones who are committed to growth. They read, they learn, they seek mentorship, they develop new skills, they put themselves in environments that challenge them to rise higher. Think about an athlete. If they want to compete at the highest level, they don't just show up and hope for the best. They train daily, they work on their weaknesses, they invest time and energy into becoming the best they can be. Your success works the same way. If you want to be great in your field, if you want to reach your full potential, you have to put in the work. Some people say, I don't have time to invest in growth, but the truth is, you don't have time not to. Every day that you delay your growth is another day you stay at the same level. If you're not actively improving, you're falling behind. Your future success depends on the decisions you make today. Maybe that means reading books that challenge your thinking. Maybe it means taking a course, learning a new skill, or surrounding yourself with mentors who push you higher. Maybe it means stepping out of your comfort zone and doing something that scares you. Whatever it looks like, make the commitment to grow. The best investment you'll ever make is the investment in yourself. Because when you grow, everything around you grows. Your opportunities, your influence, your success. Don't settle for where you are. Keep learning, keep stretching, keep becoming the person you were meant to be. Your future depends on it. Say no to things that don't align with your purpose every day. You have choices. You can say yes to things that push you toward your purpose, or you can say yes to distractions that pull you away. The difference between people who fulfill their destiny and those who stay stuck is their ability to say no to the wrong things. Too often, people feel guilty for saying no. They don't want to disappoint others. They don't want to miss out. So they say yes to things that drain them, things that distract them, things that were never meant for them in the first place. But here's the truth. Every time you say yes to something that doesn't align with your purpose, you're saying no to something that does. Your time is valuable. Your energy is limited. Your focus is precious. You can't afford to waste them on things that don't matter. If you're constantly filling your schedule with things that don't contribute to your growth, you'll have no time left for the things that do. If you're always giving your energy to things that don't align with your vision, you'll have nothing left for the things that do. Think about a tree. When it's growing, it doesn't try to nourish every single branch. It directs its energy to the branches that are strong, the ones that are producing fruit. The weak, unproductive branches get cut off so the tree can thrive. The same principle applies to your life. If you want to grow, you have to cut off the things that are holding you back. Sometimes that means saying no to opportunities that look good on the surface but aren't part of your calling. Sometimes it means saying no to relationships that drain you instead of inspire you. Sometimes it means saying no to old habits, old mindsets, and old ways of thinking that no longer serve you. So saying no isn't about being selfish, it's about being strategic. It's about protecting your time, your focus, and your future. It's about making sure that everything you do is leading you in the direction of your destiny. So ask yourself, is this helping me grow? Is this leading me toward my purpose? Is this in alignment with the person I'm becoming? If the answer is no, don't be afraid to let it go. The people who make the biggest impact in life aren't the ones who do everything. They're the ones who do the right things. They know when to say no so they can give their best yes to what truly matters. Make the decision today. No more wasting time on things that don't align with your purpose. No more distractions, no more detours, no more saying yes out of guilt or obligation. Your purpose is too important. Your destiny is too great, and your future is too valuable to spend it on things that don't matter. Be bold enough to say no. Be disciplined enough to stay focused. And watch how your life begins to align with the great things you were meant to do. Make every second count. Time is the most valuable resource you have. You can lose money and make it back. You can miss an opportunity and find another. But once time is gone, You can never get it back. That's why it's so important to make every second count. Too many people live as if they have forever to do what they were created to do. They say, I'll start tomorrow. I'll go after my dream next year. I'll make a change when the time feels right. But the truth is, time is not guaranteed. We don't have control over how much of it we get, but we do have control over how we use it. Every second you spend worrying about the past is a second you can't get back. Every moment you waste on distractions is a moment you could have spent building your future. Every hour spent on things that don't align with your purpose is an hour you could have invested in what truly matters. You can't afford to let time slip away. Think about this. There are 8, 6, 4, 0, 0 seconds in a day. Each one is a gift. Each one is an opportunity to take a step toward your destiny. But if you're not intentional, those seconds will slip through your fingers, and before you know it, years will pass, and you'll wonder where the time went. Look around. How many people do you know who once had big dreams but never took action? They talked about what they wanted to do, what they could have done, but now all they have are regrets. They let distractions steal their focus. They let fear keep them stuck, and they let time pass them by. Don't let that be your story. Making every second count doesn't mean you have to be busy all the time. It doesn't mean you have to work 20/7. It means being intentional with your time. It means using your moments wisely, focusing on what matters, and making progress every single day. That might mean taking time to learn and grow. It might mean pouring into your relationships, building your skills, or stepping out in faith toward your dreams. It might mean setting boundaries, saying no to distractions, and removing anything that wastes your time. Whatever it looks like for you, be deliberate about how you spend your time. Because here's the truth. One day you'll look back on your life, and the only thing that will matter is how you use the time you were given. Did you chase your dreams, or did you let fear hold you back? Did you make an impact, or did you waste time on things that didn't matter? Did you live fully, or did you let life pass you by? You have today. You have this moment. Make it count. Don't wait for the perfect time. This is the time. Don't put off your dreams. Start moving toward them now. Don't waste another second. Use every moment with purpose, passion, and focus. Because when you make every second count, you won't just live a good life. You'll live a life of impact, fulfillment, and no regrets. A powerful ending to the speech. The clock is ticking. Every moment that passes is one you'll never get back. You can't change the time you've lost, but you can decide how you'll use the time ahead. No more waiting, no more hesitating, no more letting distractions steal your focus. This is your time. This is your moment to step into everything you were created to do. Make the decision today. I will not waste another second. I will be intentional with my time. I will pursue my purpose with passion. I will invest in things that matter, focus on my goals, and take action toward my dreams. Because when you make every second count, you won't just live an ordinary life. You'll live a life of meaning, impact, and fulfillment. A life without regrets. A life where you look back and say, I gave it my all. Your future starts now. Make it count.